dealing with the spirit of anger. So if you know that you have an anger problem, you get angry quickly, and this is a big challenge for you, you need to stick around so that I can help you to get out of it, because anger is very dangerous. And if you don't know how to control it, if you cannot put it under control, trust me, it's going to control you. And if it's going to control you, the results are going to be bad. So I believe somebody really needs this message, and that's why I'm here dealing with the spirit of anger. God bless you, Sibongani, Edith, Naomi, for first time from Pakistan. God bless you. Prudence, God bless you. Primella from Malaysia. God bless you. Maybe just wait one more minute for more people to join in before I start ministering and sharing the word of God. I'm so excited for this one, because I know that this one is going to be a bomb. Already somebody is saying, this is me. God bless you. Naomi says, I need it. I need it. This is my message. I need it. Well, if you know that this is your message and you need it, you better comment right there. If you know this is your word that you need, this is your message that you need, you better comment right there and say, Prophet, this is my word. I need to learn to control my anger. I need to learn to control this, because I've lost so many things when it comes to anger. So I need to learn to control this, and that's why I'm here to bless you with this word on how to control the spirit of anger. Glory be to Jesus. O babara de debo shanda rebaria sote. Reba karabas yando rebresia tokoba. Manderebos aliake de baladia koba. Renemia cobra. Let's just start off with it. You know, the Bible says something powerful. The Bible says that anger dwells in the bosom of fools. There are so many people, especially in the church. I know most of the time in church we are focusing on miracles, we are focusing on cars, we are focusing on money, that we are focusing on healing. That's most of the things that people want in church. Most people that come to church don't really come to church for what God can do for them on the inside, but they come to church because they're expecting something from God that God can do on the outside. You know, every time we go to church, you always find that somebody is asking God for a car, somebody's asking God for money, somebody's asking God for a house, somebody's asking God for this, somebody's asking God for that. But it's in really rare occasions where you find people asking God to deal with them. This is the challenge that I have with church people, with Christian folks, is that we are so quick when we want God to deal with the situations that we are going through, with the poverty that we are going through, with the sickness that we are going through. But it's very difficult for people to ask God to deal with them. That's why most of us will never be able to progress, because even after you have that car, even after you have that job, even after you have that husband, that wife, even after you have that thing that you praying for the whole time, even after you get that miracle that you've been believing God for, you're still not satisfied, you're still not happy, you still feel that there's something that you should be working hard for, you still toiling, looking for something, because you are never satisfied when there's no inner change in you. You see, when there's always changes taking place on the outside of you, you will never be satisfied until change takes place on the inside of you, because that's where the change really needs to take place, inside of you, not on the outside. Let the outside be influenced by the type of person that you are on the inside. But most of us, our focus is on what? It's on the outside. As long I'm blessed outside, as long people don't see that I'm suffering, as long people don't see that I have a problem, I don't mind. because the money is covering me, the makeup is covering me, the good lifestyle is covering me, my job is covering me, my position is covering me. So as long as I have everything on the outside, I'm okay, because at least nobody has to know that I'm a failure to myself. And this is where the real problem comes. But like I said, we are dealing with the spirit of anger today, and why anger is so dangerous for you. Listen to this, and I want you to hear me very well. Many people are angry in the church today. And anger comes in different ways. Many people are angry because things are not going well, because things are not moving the way you want, because you received the prophetic word, and after you received the prophetic word, that prophetic word has been taking forever to come to pass, and you're angry. Or somebody made you angry. Somebody did something to you that made you angry. And even up until today, you still cannot forgive. You're angry. Some people that are watching here, you are even angry over people that even passed away. You have not forgiven. Some people are angry over their dog. Some people is angry over a cat. Someone is angry over a mouse. And up until today, nobody wants to see a mouse. If you see a mouse, you curse the devil because you're angry. Someone is angry over a 1-year-old baby. It's as much as you don't see this, but anger is a spirit. It's a spirit. And it's a spirit that can be put under control. But if that spirit is not put under control, that spirit can destroy everything around you. I want you to share this broadcast if you can. God bless everybody sharing this broadcast. If you can share this broadcast, I want you to do so. If you can invite somebody, I want you to do so. God bless you. Anger, if it's not put under control, anger can erupt. I spoke about this, and I said that anger is like fire. It's a volcano that is just waiting to erupt. Remember that every island that you see, thousands and thousands of years ago, before that island came to being, there was first a volcanic eruption. And the volcanic eruption, after the lava is cooled down, it formed land. And that's why now from that we have islands. The island of this, the island of this. Islands did not just come about. No, islands were formed through volcanic eruptions. That's why you have an island. But the main reason why it's called an island is because it's on its own. It's not intact or, in connection or connected to any other continent, any other piece of land. So that's why we call it an island. And whenever you allow anger to manifest in your life, whenever you allow anger to have a place to dominate you, anger then makes you an island. It makes you to be alone. Whenever you look at people that are alone, they are angry people. You'll never see somebody who's alone and satisfied. They can say, I'm alone and satisfied, I'm alone and happy, but in actual fact, they're not telling you the truth. Because most of us believe what we see on social media. No, most people who are alone are angry people. Because once anger manifests, anger turns you into an island. You begin to be on your own because everybody that comes close to you, they burn. Everybody that comes close to you, they perish. So anger will isolate you. And that's what the devil wants. Because the devil knows that when you are isolated from the world, when you are isolated from everybody that can help you, the devil knows that when you are isolated, you are vulnerable to anything that will come your way. That's why you find people that are isolated, they are angry, and anybody who's angry begins to develop depression. The depression can lead to the spirit of suicide. This all comes because of things that have never been dealt with. That's why many people want to be pastors today, want to be prophets. But in actual fact, it's not easy being a prophet. It's not easy being a pastor. Let me talk about being a pastor. It's not easy being a pastor because you're dealing with people that don't want to open up. You're dealing with people that feel embarrassed to tell you about their situations. We are dealing with people on a daily basis where they pick up a lot of garbage. They pick up a lot of trash from Monday to Saturday. And they come in on Sunday, and you as a pastor have to do your level best in that 3 hours as you are with them to try and encourage them to see life in a different view. But you are dealing with people that don't want to speak about their embarrassment. And because they don't want to speak about their embarrassment, they get angry when you even touch that button that can just try to expose their isolation. I don't know if somebody's getting what I'm saying. So the moment pastors begin to touch on areas where people are isolated in, the people begin to say, the pastor is preaching about me. I don't like the way the pastor preaches. He offended me. He judged me. The reason people are saying he judged me, he offended me, he did this to me, is because the man of God ended up speaking about a place in their lives that they want nobody to reach. Because whenever you allow anger to take over your life, you become isolated. You become alone. Nobody to help you. Not even any word, any seed of the word of God planted in your life can be able to manifest because you are already angry by yourself. And let me tell you this, anybody who is angry will never be able to manifest or hear from God. Because anger moves you away from God. Anger moves you away from hearing the voice of God. So anybody who walks with the spirit of anger will always miss what God is saying. Because the spirit of anger wants to isolate you. The spirit of anger wants to destroy everything and anybody that tries to help you. That's why even some of you, when you are angry and somebody says, calm down, don't get angry, you begin to shout at those people, don't tell me to calm down. Don't tell me not to be angry. Why? Because anger is a spirit that loves to isolate you. So even the people that come into your life to try and help you, you push away those people because you don't want to be calming down. You don't want to be relaxed. No, you want to be angry. Anger will bring you into a place of isolation. And whenever you are in a place of isolation, the enemy will always bring you down because now you are vulnerable to any attack. How does anger operate? Anger does not just operate. No. God bless those who are joining in. If it's your first time, please let me know. Thank you for those sharing the broadcast. Anger does not just operate, but anger needs a license to operate. Oh my God. I want you to get this. Stay with me. Anger does not just operate, but anger needs a license to operate. Let me explain something to you. Everybody has anger in them. But the difference between you and I is that some of us can control it and some cannot. Just like in the earth. In the earth's core, the earth's crust, just underneath, there is fire. Right? Underneath the sea, there is fire. Right? But that fire is there. We know that that fire is there. But we are not being consumed by the fire because that fire is under control. But if there is a volcanic, if there is going to be an earthquake, when there is a shake in the plates, not the plates that we eat in, but if there's a shake in the plates that causes earthquakes, that fire now can erupt now. That fire can now come up now, which can now cause volcanic eruptions. Now, the fire is already there, but you are not seeing the fire. So I'm speaking to somebody here. Already there is anger in you. Why am I saying there is anger in you? There is already something in you that you don't like, that you know very well that if somebody does something like this to you, it's going to make you angry. But until somebody does something to you, you will never be angry. Am I speaking to somebody here right now? Until somebody triggers you, until somebody provokes you, until something touches that area in your life that you don't want to be touched. Because you know, if somebody touches that area, you're going to get angry. Some of you, it's your children. If anybody touches your children, you're going to manifest. Somebody else is their money. Somebody else is their car. Somebody else is their wife. Somebody else is their games. Somebody else is their, you know, it's different things. That if you touch this thing, I'm going to manifest. Right? And already the anger is already in you, but right now it's under control because it doesn't have a license. And the enemy knows this, that the enemy knows that for anger to operate, it needs a license. So what does the enemy do? The enemy will always present things in your life that will provoke you to be angry. So that when you react in your anger, you may react having something to justify yourself. Because if anger doesn't have justification, then why are you angry? Because anger moves with justification. I am angry because I have a right to be angry. You see what I'm saying about? That anger does not operate until it has a license, until it has grounds to operate, until it can be justified. Because that's where the enemy wants you. The enemy wants you in a place where you can never be corrected. The enemy wants you to be in a place where nobody can pull you back to your senses to tell you that what you're doing is wrong, because anytime somebody's going to come tell you that don't react in this way, what are you going to say? I have a right to be mad. I have a right to be angry. I have a right to respond like this. Why do you feel that I have a right to respond? You feel that you have a right to respond because of what was done to you. And because of what was done to you, now that becomes the license to be angry. And when you have the license to be angry, anything is possible. I don't know if somebody's getting what I'm saying right now. When you have a license to be angry, when you have justifications for your actions, that's the most dangerous place to be. The most dangerous thing is not murdering somebody. The most dangerous, no. The most dangerous thing is not that. The most dangerous thing is being angry. Because in your anger can cause you to murder somebody. Do you know how many people are in jail right now because they failed to control their anger? Somebody stepped over you. You know, you'll hear the most weirdest of stories when you go to the prison. Somebody stepped on me and I got angry. I was drunk and I got angry and I beat that person up and that person died. Many people right now are regretting life's decisions because of how they reacted when they were angry. So the enemy wants to provoke you to be angry, and he knows how to do it. He knows that when you don't have money, you get frustrated. He knows that when your boyfriend starts acting up, when your husband starts acting up, when your wife starts acting up, when the church starts acting up, he knows how to make it manifest out of you. He already knows it's in you. Because everybody watching here right now has got the fire. But that fire, it's up to you how you channel it. Do you channel that fire to destroy, or you channel that fire to purify? Because the same fire that burns wood is the same fire that purifies gold. You didn't get what I just said. Listen to me right now. The same fire that can destroy wood, that can destroy a forest, is the same fire that gold is proud to be in. Because gold knows that this same fire can purify me. So everybody watching here right now, you've got the fire in you. But now the problem is, how do you channel your fire? Do you channel your fire with your anger, or you channel your fire in the things of God? In the things that's going to destroy the works of the devil? How do you channel your fire? Now, what does the enemy want you to do? The enemy wants you to channel that fire towards anger. Because when you're angry, number one, you are going to begin to use or channel that anger physically now. Some people, when they're angry, they get physical. You start hitting other people. You start destroying things around you. When you are angry, you know yourself. You begin to throw around things. You throw the plates. You crash your car. You throw your phone against the wall. You beat up your wife. You beat up some women beat up their husbands. Okay, Salute to you. You need deliverance. But you begin to get physical. Many people begin to get physical. You begin to destroy things that you worked so hard for because you're angry. So number one, you can manifest your anger physically. And this now has caused many people to struggle. Many people right now are under abuse because of anger. There are women that are watching here right now, constantly on a daily basis, they're getting a beating from their husband, getting a beating from the men that claim to love them, all because of anger. There are men right now that are suffering because some women are just angry. So some people respond physically. Some beat up their children. And some of you are watching here right now. You beat up your child so bad, your child goes to school the following day with marks all over his body or her body. The teachers are asking what happened, and the child has got to lie for you. And it's all because of your anger. And you need to be delivered. You need to put that anger, that fire under control. I'm here to minister to somebody. I don't care if you like this message or not. Don't tell me about, no, you gotta spank your child every now and then. You gotta discipline your children. What you're doing is not discipline. What you're doing is abuse. You're abusing your children because of your anger. Your children never did anything to deserve that beating that you're giving them. But it's the life's things that you're going through. It's other people that are making you angry. Not because you don't have money, because you're depressed on your own. But now you don't have any vessel to take it out on. And now you're taking it out on your children. You're an abuser. You're abusing your children. And you need to be delivered. You need to repent today. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You don't need me shouting at you. You don't even know me. You've never even met me. I don't want to take out my anger on you. Am I speaking? I like that. What Haley is saying. Say, take out the anger because of the father. They take it out on the child. Very true. Because the father of the child did not give you money, because the father of the child cheated. Now you say this child is a mistake. Now you're beating the child every day. Let me tell you, you are a fool. I'm going to tell you that right now. You are a fool because anger dwells in the belly of fools, in the bosom of fools. You are a fool if you do that. If you are controlled by anger, you are a fool. I'm sorry to repeat that so many times in one sentence. I didn't mean to, but you are a fool and you need to be delivered. Because out of your anger, there will never manifest good things. Out of anger, it's only destruction that comes. So number one, people respond physically, right? Please share this broadcast if you can. If you're getting blessed here, please just share the broadcast. Share to some group or somewhere. Just share the broadcast. Let somebody else be here as well. Oh my God. Oh kabasate rebo shata. Aya brando riba sede debosa. Many people are angry. Some are even angry right now because of my message. Yeah, you better be angry. Be angry as much as you like. You're not going to get me. But guess what? As long as I said this word is a seed that is being planted in you and it's going to bother you. You're going to have sleepless nights because of this word. Because God is speaking to you. So number one, people get physical when they're angry. Number two, which is one of the most painful, which is one of the most dangerous ways to express anger, it's when you respond verbally, when you begin to speak words. Now let me say this. As children of the Most High God, you and I know better than anybody else that there is power in your tongue. If there's anybody that should know that by now, it's you. But yet, the very same people that cannot control their tongues are the children of God. Because you already know, you see, the enemy knows this. The enemy already knows that there's power in your tongue. There's power of life and death in your tongue. And because the enemy already knows this, the enemy knows that when you get angry, You have the power to speak life and you have the power to speak death. So now when you are angry, now you feel that you have that justification to curse people. Okay, now you feel like you have the admission, you have the license to curse people because you're angry. And let me tell you this, whatever you will speak out of your anger, it shall be so, because your mouth, whatever you declare, it has life. It has life. Trust me, it has life. Listen to this, listen to this. There was another man. This man was filled with depression. This man was filled with stress so much. And he was basically stressed because at work, he was not fulfilling his mandate. And the boss kept on threatening him that he might lose his job if he fails to perform, if he fails to make some sales. And when he would go home each and every night, he would not discuss this with his wife. He would not open up his heart to his wife. So this man, one day in the morning, when his wife made breakfast for him, he was already angry. You see, there's a buildup. You see, it doesn't just manifest. But watch this. Anger doesn't just manifest. It builds up. The little things that you cannot deal with, the little foxes that you cannot deal with, those are the things that are gonna hurt you the most. Because when it erupts now, trust me, it destroys everything in its path. So the little things that you think have no damage over you, the little things that you don't speak about, the little things that you just leave to pass over, those are the things that hurt you the most. And you don't realize it's damaging you. But because you feel like you are strong, you feel like you can do it by yourself, you can never do it by yourself. Now this man already, he was depressed, already he was stressed, already it was a buildup that has been there for a couple of months now, being threatened each and every time he goes to work that he might lose his job. And he's afraid because if that happens, he's gonna be shattered because his work is all he has. Now one day his wife made a sandwich for him and he looked at the sandwich and he did not like how she put the margarine on the sandwich. He did not like that. Can you imagine? He did not like how she put the margarine on his sandwich. And he began to shout at his wife. They began to have an argument over how margarine was on the bread. You see, these little things that you don't deal with, when the anger erupts, you begin to fight over things that are very stupid. And that's what anger does. How many people are fighting over $1 today and end up dead? How many people are fighting over a girl? How many people are fighting over a position at work? How many people are fighting over a seat? Some people fight because somebody stood in front of them in a line. You see, when you see those type of people, those are people that you should stay away from. Angry people are not people you should be close to. Angry people can destroy your life because you don't know what might trigger them. Chewing too loud might trigger somebody who's angry. You know, saying something might trigger somebody who's angry. Putting up your music too loud, a song that they don't like, can trigger those people. Angry people, depressed people, they are very unpredictable because you don't know what might trigger them. I don't know if somebody's getting what I'm saying right now. So this man argued with his wife, left home and went to work, never spoke to his wife, never said I love you, never kissed her goodbye, and just left immediately. Came back from work and he did the same thing, never spoke to his wife. He was still angry over something that happened in the morning. And while at night in that same very position, his wife, when they were in bed, his wife was tapping on his shoulder. But because of his pride, he said, I'm not going to look at my wife. Why would she do that? Why would she? He was still angry. He never looked at his wife. In the morning, he woke up late for work and he rushed, got prepared, and then he made himself breakfast, went to work in a hurry. And then later on, when he came back, went to the bedroom and he found his wife laying in the same position that he left her in the morning. And he then realized that something was wrong. Why is she still laying in the same position that I left her in the morning? And then he rushed to his wife. And when he touched his wife, her body was cold. She had already passed on. He began to cry. He began to weep, blaming himself for her death. Because then he realized he had forgotten. Because of his pride, because of his anger. He then realized that when his wife was tapping him on the shoulder, his wife was actually asking for the asthma pump because his wife was asthmatic. She had asthma, and at that time when the wife was tapping his back, it's because the wife could not breathe, and she was tapping his shoulder so that she could support him, so that he could give him the asthma pump. But he never did that because of his pride, and she passed on. Now let me ask you this question. What is it that you are willing to lose because of your anger? Haven't you lost so many other things before because of anger? Lost people in your life, relationships. Some of you coming men of God, pray for me. I need to get married. Pray for me. My days are going. I'm getting old. Well, why don't we first deal with the anger that you have? Even if God gives you somebody right now, you're going to chase that man away. You're going to chase that woman away. You don't have your anger under control. You want to be married, but at the same time, you are still saying men are trash. You want to be married, but at the same time, you are saying, oh, all these women are the same. You want to be married, but at the same time, come on. I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying right now. Some of you have lost jobs because of your anger. People try to provoke you and you fall into that trap. And you've lost relationships. Some of you have lost your children. Your children no longer want to be with you. That's why your daughter left you to go and stay with a boyfriend. I'm not justifying her reasons, but maybe it's because you're too angry. You're too angry. You think you're being strict and that your children don't like it when you're strict. No, it's anger. There's a difference with being strict and being angry. Come on. And you know what? There's such a thin line that you can't see it. Most of you parents out here, you think you're being strict, but you're not being strict. You're being controlled by anger. So angry. And that's why you cannot get anything else in the future, because you haven't yet dealt with yourself. Watch this. Everybody who's here, you have a car, right? If you don't have a car, I'm best certain that everybody who's watching here has a roof under their heads, right? So everybody has got a roof on top of them. Everybody is in a house right now. Wherever you are, you safe and sound. That's why you're watching this broadcast, right? Now, watch this. That house that you're in, that apartment you're in, that workplace that you're in, it's gotta be cleaned every now and then. Is it true what I'm saying? Every car that we drive in, whether it's a friend's car, whether it's a bus, whether it's a train, whatever it is that you use to commute every day, that thing, that transportation method needs to be serviced each and every now and then. Because if it's not serviced, it's gonna eventually break down. All right? So each and every human being, we need to be serviced before we break down. We need to be cleansed before we break down. And that's why I go to Jesus, so that he can take out the old oil, so that he can service me, so that he can deal with the little things that offended me, but I never spoke about it. That's why David knew this so well. That's why he said, Father, create in me a clean heart. Why a clean heart? Because he knew that his heart was so messed up that if anybody just says something wrong, he can kill that person. So I say, create in me a clean heart, a renewed spirit. Clean heart is what we need. Everybody who's watching here, you need to be serviced. You need to let go. You need to begin to submit now again. You see, sometimes the people around you, you think everybody bad. You think everybody want to take away from you. You think everybody want to use you. You think everybody hates you. You think everybody rejects you. You think everybody don't love you. Why? Because you're angry with yourself. That's why you can't see anybody who's trying to be a friend with you. You can't see anybody who's trying to be friends with you. Anybody who tries to be friends with you, already you mad. You think that person is a Judas. You think that person is a Jezebel. Why? Because you're already mad. And you've got to let it go. That's why you need to be serviced. You need to allow Jesus right now to come into your heart afresh so that you can be serviced, so that you can be cleansed, so that you can let go of that anger, so that you can let go of all of the past pain. The past pain is what's causing you to be where you are right now. I'm about to close. Give me 15 more minutes. 15 more minutes and I'm out of your way. Listen to this. Anger, I want you to get this. Anger brings delay. Anger brings delay. Anger will delay your life. Years that you can never be able to redeem. Moses, in his anger, killed a man and delayed God's assignment for 40 years. Moses saw one Hebrew man fighting an Egyptian man, and in his anger, he killed the Egyptian, buried the Egyptian, and the following day, he finds two Hebrew guys fighting, and what does he do? He says, hey guys, why are you fighting? And the one of them said, do you want to kill me just like you did to the Egyptian yesterday? Now, this is, oh my God. And Moses was afraid for his life and he ran for his life. For 40 years, God could not speak to him. 40 years, God could not speak to him because of his anger. 40-year delay because of anger. Because of responding physically because of his anger. 40-year delay. And I want you to get this. I want you to get this. You see, anger is a spirit and anger can be put under control. If you're watching here right now, I want you to type that. Anger can be put under control. I know it's a little bit long. I'm sorry for wasting your time, but you're going to get what I'm saying in the next 2 minutes or so. I want you to type that. If you feel this message is your message, I want you to type that right now. Anger can be put under control. Anger can be put under control. And I want you to say that with your mouth as well. That anger can be put under control. Type that if you can. God bless you for those who are typing. Anger can be put under control. It can be put under control. I want to share something with you right now. Oh my God, this is going somewhere. Trust me, I just have about 10 minutes, 12 minutes, then I'm out of your way. I'm out of your way. Listen, anger can be put under control. Now watch this. Watch this. Let's go a little bit further with this. Now Moses sees an Egyptian guy fighting with a Hebrew guy, and because of his anger, because of how he saw, he was already angry for all the 40 years while he's lived in the king's palace. He's been seeing how the Egyptians have been persecuting the Israelites. He has seen how the Egyptians have been using the Israelites for their gain. And now this has been building up in him. He never wants to oppress the Israelites because he knows that he's one of them. But now there's nothing he can do about it because he's not in the position to say, let's let the Israelites go. So now here he gets an opportunity. Oh, anger just wants one opportunity to delay you for the rest of your life. Anger waits for an opportunity. Now anger erupted at that very moment where he looked left, he looked right, he saw that there was nobody, and he said, I'm going to take out all my anger on this Egyptian. He killed the man and buried the man. Can you see what this anger did? This anger not only caused him to kill a man, but caused him to dig a grave. Put the Egyptian in the grave. And then cover the Egyptian. Can you see this anger? Anger can move with you in time. Oh my God. It can let you kill. It can make you to dig. Come on. But I want you to get this. The following day, he sees two men again fighting. It's the same incident, right? Same situation. But guess what he does? He then goes to speak to the guys. Why could he not speak to the Egyptian and Hebrew yesterday? Why is he speaking to the Hebrew guys today? Why is he trying to be the mediator between the two? Why couldn't he mediate yesterday? Because anger can be channeled. Anger can be controlled. You see, that's why you can be angry at your husband now, but immediately somebody knocks on the door, you smiling. Why? It's because anger can be controlled. You can choose when to let it go and how long it stays. You see, okay. I'm not sure if somebody is getting what I'm saying. You can be angry while you're driving because somebody came in front of you and you almost bump into that person. You can be angry, but at the same time, immediately you pass that driver, you can be smiling with somebody on the road. Or you can continue your conversation smiling with somebody next to you. That's proving to us that anger can be controlled. Moses was angry yesterday when he saw two guys fighting, but he's not angry today when he sees two people fighting again. That's because anger can be controlled. You can be angry at your child right now and go kiss somebody afterwards. You can be angry at your brother right now and then go and laugh with the TV. Go and call somebody and say, oh, you won't believe what my brother did. Because anger can be controlled. And right now, I don't want you to be destroyed by anger. I don't want you to be destroyed by anger. I want you to overcome. I want you to live a life of peace. Why do I want you to live a life of peace? Because the word of God declares that if you seek after peace, blessed are those, the Beatitudes, Matthew chapter number 5. Blessed are those that long for peace, that seek after peace, because they shall be called the sons of God. Any man, any woman that longs for peace is called the son of God. Anybody here right now who's saying, Father, I want peace. I want to live a life of peace. I've got too many things that are just waiting to erupt, that the enemy is probably just waiting for the right opportunity to bring delay in my life, but I will not allow it. I will not allow the enemy to delay my life just because of anger, something that I can put under control. Yes, I'm not responsible for how people treat me, but I am responsible for how I respond. I want you to get that right now. If there's something that I want you to leave this broadcast with, is that I am not responsible of how I'm treated. The prophet did not promise. Listen, I'm not promising you that nobody's going to try to hurt you. I'm not promising you that nobody's going to try and provoke you. I'm not promising you that nothing will, try to, make your temper to erupt. I'm not promising you, that everything will be smooth after this broadcast. But I can tell you this right now. You can guarantee the way you respond. You can either prolong the situation or you can end it there and there. All right? I'm not responsible for what happens as soon as I leave this house. Because anything is possible. Anybody can try and do something. but I am responsible for my peace. I am responsible for my sanity. I am responsible for that. At least I know I'm responsible for something. And for that fact that I am responsible for that license to be at peace, I'm going to carry my license wherever I go. I'm going to carry my license, and whoever tries to arrest me in anger, I'm going to present my license of peace. That, hey, you cannot arrest me. I've got my documents. I've got my license. I've got a right to be at peace because I'm a son of God. Remember his name? His name, they said his name will be called what? Will be called Prince of Peace. So if the Prince of Peace lives in you, then you've got to also be an ambassador of peace. This is just my message to everybody who's watching here, that follow after peace. If there's a prayer that I want you to make tonight is, Lord, create in me a clean heart and a renewed spirit. Lord, let me be a child of peace. Allow me to enter into a realm of peace, a place of peace, where even though they try to provoke me, where even though they try to press the buttons, you know, everybody's got the buttons, right? You've got a button that your partner knows that if I press this button, she's going to react. If I press this button, he's going to react. You know, everybody has got their own buttons that, you know, if this button has been pressed or this line has been crossed, I'm going to manifest. But when you are a child of peace, even though people press every button possible, you respond with love. You respond with kindness. If you're trying to provoke me, I'm going to get out of your presence because I am a child of peace. And that's my message to you tonight. That's my message to you tonight. Your prayer, just say, God, please, allow me to have peace today. Give me the peace of mind, peace of heart. Allow my mind and my spirit to be sober so I can think clearly. So I can think not with my emotions. This is my message to you. Anybody else who's battling with the spirit of anger, you're battling with any emotions, I want you, register for one-on-one. You need somebody to talk to. I'm here to talk to you. Register for one-on-one. Go to my website, hopekhoza.com. Some of you are watching here for the first time. You don't know me. We've never met. And isn't it much more better to have a conversation with a stranger than it is with somebody that you know? It's much more better to vent out to a stranger, somebody that you might never meet in life, than somebody who might judge you. Speak to somebody who can help you, somebody who has been through it. So go to my website, hopekhoza.com. Just go there to bookings. Go and book yourself a one-on-one with me. Talk to me. Talk to somebody. I'm here availing myself so that you can be helped, so that you can overcome. Maybe you just want me to pray for you. Maybe you don't want me. Maybe you don't even need a prophecy. You just need somebody who's going to listen to you. I can do that. I can have time. I can make time just to listen to what you have to say. Glory be to Jesus. You can go to my website right now, hopekhoza.com, register for one-on-one, and let me help you. Don't die alone. Don't allow that anger to turn into depression, to lead you to suicide. Don't allow it. Don't allow it. There are many people here right now who are angry because they feel like nobody understands them. You're angry because nobody understands you. Nobody understands your pain. Nobody understands what you're going through. Let me tell you this. As much as you'd like everybody to understand, nobody will ever understand what you're going through. Only Jesus knows, because he's been tried and tested in every area. Nobody will ever understand your pains and your struggles. We can encourage you, but we will never understand, because that's your battle. That's your challenge that you have to go through. Nobody will ever understand. We may say we understand, but really in actual fact, you are all alone in that situation. But one thing I can guarantee you, you can receive encouragement to come out of it. You can receive a word to be strong throughout the process. Glory be to Jesus. So I'm going to be out of here. For those who are watching here for the first time, may God bless you in the wonderful name of Jesus. Please do like this page, Prophet Opus Khoza. Do share the broadcast. If you want to watch this message again sometime tomorrow, or maybe when you're done at work, all you got to do is just share this broadcast. All you got to do is just like this page. Tomorrow I'm going to come back again, and I'm going to do part 2 on this message. This whole week, this is just what I'm going to be dealing with. And also on Sunday, I'm going to be dealing with it again. I'm going to be doing part 2 on Sunday in church. So if you're in South Africa, you can join me this coming Sunday. Aviator Hotel in Kempton Park. It's just like 3 minutes away from OR Tambo International Airport. You can join me so that we deal with these emotions. The whole month of August, we are dealing with emotions. So I want you to like this page, share this page, go to my YouTube, subscribe to the channel because we are uploading videos there as well. Go to my Instagram, follow me on Instagram as well. Hope_P_Khoza, and just may God bless you in Jesus' name. I'm going to be out of here. For anything else, if you want to give, if you want to donate, if you want to register for one-on-one or for a prophetic school, just go to my website and you can donate there. You can reach us. You can contact us on our office number. Also, if you want to reach us right now, just send a message to our Facebook. Send a message to our Facebook. You can just send a message. You'll get all the details, our phone numbers, so that we can be in touch with you. But from me, I say may God bless you, may God increase you. Remember tonight, your prayer is, Lord, I'm praying for peace tonight, for peace of mind, peace in my heart, and peace in my spirit. Glory be to Jesus. So this is Prophet Hope Khoza, and I am